In today's video, I'm going to show you all the equipment you need to start making YouTube videos. If you have any questions about anything you see in the video, just comment below. I fish out of a Old Town Sportsman 120 PDL for reference. You can start with a cell phone or just one camera to start with, editing on your phone or a tablet, nothing wrong with that. Okay, the first thing you're going to need is something to make the video on. So in my case, I'm using a MacBook here. You can use your phone. I think that becomes a little more difficult to make a quality video on. You're going to need some kind of storage device. I have 1 terabyte of storage. Seems to be fine so far. A year later, then you're going to need some kind of wireless mouse. I find that to be a lot easier. Just my preference. This is the one that I use here. It's super easy, and for editing, I think it's a must. And of course, you're going to need a camera or 2 or 3. I have the Hero 9 and Hero 10, as well as you're going to need some storage for each camera. I've had them all. You can get away with 256. I went with 512 just because I wanted to record all day long in 4K. Then you're going to need a power supply for your cameras. This is the same battery I use for my fish finder. I just tapped into the battery. This is just an ammo case that I converted into battery storage. Battery in the front compartment. There's my new 2 power supplies. They are currently both 3.0s. I like having a power supply for each camera. This will just hook to this, just like that. And then I have one, and this is for my rear camera. And that's how I run. So I know that this one is my rear. This is the front one that I'm going to show you in a second. Just a note on the different ports that you can get. These are 3.0s. They work good with the 9 and 10. With the 8, I was using a 2.0 and that was working fine. If you have, for some reason, an old GoPro, like a Hero 4 is what I was using first, you need a 1.0. This is the positioning in my front camera, and I'll show you what that looks like. I made it so it clears the fish finder, but still has full view of me fishing. And I tend to fish on this side. I fish on this side quite often. That's also where I bring the fish in, where I net them. So it's a good angle for me. I've experimented with different places, and I feel like that's a good position for me. I run this case right here. It's a waterproof case. It's not submergible, but it can be rained on. You can feel pretty safe about it. It also is made out of aluminum. So the good thing about it is it's good against the rain, but also in the summertime it acts as a heat sink. So good case. Check them out. On the back you'll see an aluminum protector. I made a video on how to make this. This does not come with it. From this angle here, so you can see it's out of the way. You know, the fish finder, it's also out of the way of me casting. If it goes any lower, then you'll see the fish finder in the background. Some guys like to run the old crotch shot in the front. Not a huge fan of that. And it's kind of far away, and it's not a very good angle in my opinion. So that's why I put it here. But I don't really hit it casting. I'm used to it now. so it's not really a problem. For the rear camera, I have this here. I use the ram mount, and I have it attached to a Navarre rod hold cover and on a Yak Attack base, so I can take it on and off. And that's just a ram mount, and that's the one that you see in my videos, the over the shoulder. And I prefer this one over the Yak Attack boomstick because it's more adjustable. You can see all the little different angles I have in it. And I'll show you what that looks like on the wire. And there's the Yak Attack system right there, and I just run the wire and it just goes under the hatch. No problem, it's a rubber seal, so it's not a problem. And that runs to the front battery compartment I showed you earlier. A little pro tip is this is actually like in Walgreens, if you go to the earplug section, it's a silicone for earplugs, and it just fits right around that connection there. I also put some electrical tape over this. This is waterproof, basically. I've been out in plenty of rain, never had an issue with it. Also keeps the connection in there pretty good, and it's not messy at all. See, not a problem. I've reused this one probably 4 or 5 times, and I think there's, I don't know, 10, 12 of them in a pack. So well worth the money, and you can see the electrical tape. It's just like that. Unfortunately, the aluminum case I just showed you for my front camera, they only make a 6-foot cord, and that's just not long enough to reach the back. That's why I have to use electrical tape and a silicone. I'm running a Hero 10. That's in the back. It has a better motion stabilizer, so I put that one in the back. And then you can see my front. That's a Hero 9, and that works pretty good too. Well, I think that about covers it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll answer your comments below. As far as editing, I use iMovie. I originally started watching Bryson West Fishing. He did a great tutorial on how to do it. So check out his channel, and you'll find the video on how to edit. Great way to start. Again, let me know if you have any questions. There may have been something I missed about all the equipment I use. Everybody has their different opinions and their different styles. And after a year, this is what I figured out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, and we'll catch you next time.